Hi friends, is this thing on? Oops, let me hit this. Hi friends. Okay, so I'm doing two cameras here, which might be a little bit weird for both cameras. But if you didn't already know, I am participating in a vlog every day in August challenge over on my YouTube channel, Carrie Ann, hi mom friend. And so I didn't have enough time to make a video yesterday, and that is going to happen a few times in August. I'm thinking maybe once a week I will just do a quick check-in with you on Facebook, but I also want to share it to my YouTube page just so that it doesn't look like I skipped a day. So I'm recording with a separate iPad, and we'll see how this goes. One or both of you will have me looking off in the distance at a different place. Anyway. Today I wanted to talk to you about call to actions, and this was a topic requested by my mom, so I thought that it would be fun to share with all of you about what a call to action is and why it's so important that you use one. So to start with, call to actions are anything that drive traffic to wherever you want traffic to be driven to. So that might mean that you're driving them to a sales page to buy your product or your service, or that might mean that you're on YouTube asking people to subscribe to your channel. Anything that's asking somebody to take action, hence the term call to action, also abbreviated as CTA. So if you ever see that, that's marketing speak for call to action and basically just telling you that you're driving traffic somewhere. So that's it. Good there? All right, and so I wanted to give you a few tips about how you can make effective call to actions and how you can incorporate them into your marketing efforts that you're already doing. So the first tip is there should be a call to action in every single thing you do, within reason. So let me explain. You definitely want to drive call to actions if you are in a launch period or if there's something that you want to build buzz around. So again, like I said, it's important if you put at the end of it saying, hey, check out my new online course, or subscribe to my videos, or comment or like my videos. All of these are calls to action that you can use in a very simple way that doesn't make it seem like you're selling to people, but you are inciting them to take some sort of action, whatever it is that you want to drive people to. So always use it. The only time I would say to not use it is if you're creating pure nurture content. And so what does that mean? That's just if you are trying to get people warmed up to your content. Maybe you have a course, an online course that's opening in a few weeks. It's really great to have nurture content in the form of emails or video shares or Facebook posts or whatever it is that you do, to just kind of get them to know who you are, to understand what you're talking about, just to get them involved in your community and to really understand you, because if they're nurtured and they like the content that you're sharing, they're going to be a lot more likely to buy from you in the future. So that's the only case that you wouldn't use a call to action, but really, I mean, why not just be sending people to your website? Even if it's a call to action could be as simple as check out my blog post that I just wrote on this, and then sending people back to your website so that you can build that traffic and be connecting with people there instead of Facebook or some other site that you don't own the rights to. And sorry, there's yard work going on outside my window. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Okay, so number one is always use them unless it's nurture content, but for the most part, you can even include them in nurture content, so just use them all the time. Tip number two, if you are, okay, not even just in emails, in Facebook too, you never want to use more than one call to action. And this is sort of different for YouTube because in the case of YouTube, you might be saying like and subscribe. Okay, well that's technically two different actions, but it still is calling people to action. So that's a little bit different with YouTube, but especially with emails, and especially with emails that are selling something, like driving to a program sales page, you want to have one call to action per email. So what happens is if you have two different calls to action, like two different links that are going different places, you're gonna confuse your audience and you're gonna split them. So you might say like, hey, here's information about my upcoming course. So click here to learn more about my course. Click here would be the call to action. And then you might say later in the email, like, check out my Instagram to see pictures of me. Yeah, don't do the second one. Put the most important one in there, link it more than one time in the email, but don't send them multiple places. Otherwise, you're gonna have people going to one page, people going to another page, and then it just splits and confuses them. Send them to one place that you want them to go to. And again, YouTube's kind of different because you're actually like chatting with them. But I would even suggest that on YouTube. Like if you are sending them to your business page, you don't want to send them like a whole bunch of different places. Especially if the offer is big, send them to one central place and don't split your audience, okay? And my third and maybe final tip, unless I come up with another one in this, is make it about them. So tell them what's in it for them by clicking through. If it's, you're gonna be taken to a waiting list page, whatever, tell them what they're gonna get out of it from signing up. If you just say, hey, follow my Instagram, they're gonna be like, okay, I don't care. But if you say, follow my Instagram, like for example, my mom is doing 100 days of yoga. So she said, follow my Instagram to see 100 days of yoga and learn how you can change your life with yoga. That is a super strong call to action because it makes it about what they're gonna get out of it. So anytime you can encourage people to do something for them, they're gonna be a lot more likely to actually click through and take the action. Same thing with YouTube. My YouTube thing just went out, so I don't even know if this will be posted to YouTube. But anyway, same thing with YouTube. If you are talking about them subscribing, tell them what they're gonna get out of it. So like subscribe to my channel so that you can always hear this, or like I have this video coming tomorrow, so subscribe so you can watch it tomorrow. And yeah, so that's it. Tip number one, let's go back to my notes, hold on just a second. All right, tip number one, always use them, always, just use them. Number two, no more than one place per email so that you don't split your audience. Yeah, send to one place. And then number three, make it about them. An example of the last one again too, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Mom, but I just worked with my mom last week on Facebook ads, and we looked at some old ones that she had done, and one of them said like Mandala Meditations workshop from this date to this time. And it didn't get that much traction for it. And so I encouraged her to flip it because it was just very basic, here's the information, to more of a welcoming message of what's in it for them. So how you might flip that around, it would be like, join us for a Mandala Meditations workshop where you'll learn this, this, and this. Or have you been curious about what mandalas are? Come to my workshop and you'll learn this, this, and this. When you make it a little bit more like fluffy and include them and show that you're actually focused on helping them, it will totally change the dynamics and they'll be much more likely to take the action that you want them to take. So that's call to actions, and I hope you like this video. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that I am able to post it to YouTube, but I might not be able to. I might just have to link here. So thank you so much for joining me. This is my vlog for for today, and then tomorrow I'll have a new vlog on my YouTube channel. So if you're not already following Carrie Ann, make sure you do that. And don't ever let your mind stop you from having a good time. Bye.